Hey guys, it's JJ here. 2 weeks since I quit my job. I'm feeling really motivated. I feel good. I'm ready to get this grind going. So I got my last paycheck last week from the radio station. It's about to get real. Yeah, it is. So right now I'm focusing on growing my businesses, seeing how I can start really making some income from doing the things that I love to do. And I gotta give a big shout out to maven Miara, better known as Myra Shaw. She has the Maven Business Academy, and she has put me into this incubator where I'm going to work 6 months with some incredible ladies who are helping women to grow their businesses. So it's all about entrepreneurship. It's all about helping people's dreams to come to life and the things that we need in place to do that. So just wanted you to peek into my conversation with Myra today and how I am getting ready to get this grind going. Y'all ready?
So now that you're a full-time entrepreneur and you have all of these thoughts and ideas of how are you going to bring all these visions to life?
Yeah.
How is that feeling in this space?
It's overwhelming. It is. It is. Like, I mean, right now, you think about the people you need to connect with, right? So I've been talking to a lot of people, having meetings and stuff.
Right.
And then when I meet with people, then more ideas come to life. And then the next thing you know, I'm just like,
where do I start?
Where do I put all of this? I got too much going on. And it has been really overwhelming. It's exciting. And I'm like, yeah.
And then you get home and it's like,
I got just things in my brain. It's just lots of stuff.
So the reason I asked you that is because I know in that space when you're new into entrepreneurship, like there's so much stuff in your head. Like I have this idea, that idea. I need to call this person, email this person, text this person, connect on LinkedIn. Like it's the list seems to be never ending. Yeah. So 2 things. I always advise clients to have an idea journal. It's a separate book. Okay. Nothing goes in it but your ideas. Yeah. Because just because you get an idea today doesn't mean it needs to be executed right now. It could be, a couple of components of the incubator, like the Maven network, I had that idea 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
3. And so I put it in my idea journal and I was like, well, I'm not connected to enough people at this moment to make a network. Right. But I'll just keep holding that.
That's good.
So an idea journal. So when you meet with other people and you have all those ideas, put them in your journal because your brain then knows this is in a safe place. Right. What happens when we're constantly with the thing, the reminder in our head, it feels overwhelming because our brain knows that's important. Yeah. And it doesn't want to forget. Yeah. It wants to help us.
That's so good.
But it's like, you're wearing me out right now. So when you write it, your brain connects and knows, okay, that's in a safe place. And then the other thing is to do a brain dump.
A brain dump.
Dump. D-U-M-P. A brain dump. Okay. And that's really just getting all of the thoughts out of your head onto paper. You don't worry about punctuation, spelling, any of that. As the thoughts come, you just write. And the first thing you do is go back and mark out things that shouldn't be there anymore. They no longer serve you.
Like, why am I even thinking about this?
Yeah, like, I don't need that anymore.
I don't need to be thinking about Craig.
Because there were things there that you don't need anymore.
Yeah.
And you haven't removed them from your mental list because you haven't taken time to just look at them. Yeah. So you mark those out, and then what's left, you prioritize it. So the things that you prioritize is 1 and 2, those have to be the most important. Yeah. That's like, these are how I'm going to generate income now and take care of my family. Yeah. Those are the things where you send your energy to. That's what you work on. Okay. And you have to trust that everything else on the list is going to be okay. Yeah. I'm going to get to it when the time is right. There's a time and a season for all of it. Yes. And you have to focus then on, these are the 2 things, 1 or 2 things I'm going to focus on. So then who are the people I need to connect with for that? What do I need to build around my brand to bring these things to life? And not all 10. That's where you go from overwhelmed to then stuck. Yeah. And there's a lot of women in that place that's stuck. They have the genius idea. Yeah. It's brilliant. Yeah. They can't get moving on it because they have all of this stuff in their head. And so what that then tells you is, okay, it's too much. Yeah. I can't do it. Yeah. It's not right.
A brain dump. Yeah. How often do you do a brain dump?
I do them frequently. And that's because, some people just have very active ideas.
Yeah.
And so I pretty much keep that in my purse or my car on my nightstand. Like, it's always with me because I do want to capture the ideas. So I would say for me, at least like a really intense one every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because, and if it's more often, it's when I know I'm waking up at night a lot. That's my signal.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I keep waking up, like I wake up at 1:30, at 3:30, my brain's like, hello.
Can I please sleep?
Can I sleep? And I just will keep it on my nightstand and I'll just get them all written down. And then I can sleep. Yeah. But that's my indication. When I'm waking up every couple of hours, there's too much going on in the little brain up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brain dump.
Brain dump.
Got you.
Brain dump and idea journal.
I like that.
She said, I'm going to
write that down. Hold on. Let me write that down. Okay. Well, I made a list of things that I know I can make money from.
Okay.
Right. So even just this month has been a really good month for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to host a couple of events.
Okay.
Sold almost 200 books.
Okay.
Look at you.
Yay, I like it.
So I'm really feeling good, and what I'm trying to do is tell myself, Jillian, if you are consistent with this, then you'll be fine.
Oh, consistency. That's huge.
It is.
That is I think that's the main gap between those that want success and those that achieve it.
Yeah.
Consistency, because that's where you find out really what you're made of. Because it's easy to be consistent when we're selling 200 books and booking events and being hired to be a speaker and all these things. But where's the consistency when that kind of slows down? Yeah. And that is the journey of the entrepreneur. Yeah. The peaks and the valleys. Yeah. Every day is not sunshine.
Right.
Sometimes it's going to pour down raining.
Yeah.
There is no sun. There is a flood. You're like, what do I do now? Yeah.
In my boat.
In your boat.
In the flood.
But that is... That's one of those things you learn to manage. Yeah. That you can't panic in those seasons. It's going to happen. Yeah. I tell women, like, prepare that there is going to be some season of flood. Yeah. That the sun doesn't come out. Yeah. You've got to still be consistent and keep plowing your way through where you're trying to go. Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to be excited when, it's all coming together.
Oh, yeah.
But when it's not, that's when I say some women surrender their dream.
Yeah,
they bow out.
You know what?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
And that is the value. Another great component that I built into the incubator is the community. Because in our own spaces alone, we can talk ourselves out of some great stuff. Yeah. But when you are part of a community that you get to share that with, and they're giving you tweaks and adjustments, and this is how we can actually do it, and this is how you can launch it, and this is how you can make money on that.
Yeah, that helps.
Then you can do it. But when it's just you in your own head and your own thoughts, like you have a great idea in the morning, and then at night you've killed it. Yeah. All in the same day. It's done.
All in the same day.
It's done.
And that's what me and you, we were talking about, other influences from people. And you're right, to have that solid network of people and community. Because you can't get anywhere without community. You just can't. It's impossible. Right. But having the right people around makes a difference. Because even just in the couple of weeks since I quit, I have these people who are just negative. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you tripping. You was making this much money. What? Yeah. And now you about to what? And you got a little girl. Blah, blah, blah. And then on top of that, I really believe that there are people who want to see me fail.
Well, this is where I put my Maven Miara coaching hat on.
Put it on.
And say, there's a Maven quote, everybody can't go.
Everybody can't go where I'm
going. Right. And we have to, I say to women that your truth you were born to deliver is not a group hug. Yeah. Everybody's not going to be your cheerleader and go JJ and, you can do it. Some people are going to go. Yeah, you can't do it. Yeah. Or I'm waiting for her to run back to the state or,
Yes, I believe
there are those people. But this is how I like to bring it into perspective. If there's 100 people that you're connected to, and 10 of those people say you're not going to make it, we're not focusing on the 10. Right. We're focusing on the 90. Yep. That's 10%. It's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a perspective. Yeah. You have to decide. That's their right to decide that and feel that way. it has no bearing on me. I was just telling a friend on the phone earlier today that those people get the genie blink. You're dismissed.
And now they're gone.
And now you're gone. Because really, when you think about my assignment, if you don't believe in it, that's okay.
It's okay.
But I don't have to allow you to have a bearing on what I do. It's just that clean. We get into they're not coming with me and they're not supporting me and so I can't go. Listen.
No.
Your truth is not based on other people. You're not going to get to stand before God at the end of the day and go, well, I was going to do it, but see, JJ didn't support me, and so then I didn't. And this, no, it's your assignment.
Yeah.
And you have to make up your mind that I'm not going to stop just because of the people that are not supporting me. Because when we allow those people to fall to the wayside, there's someone else always waiting to truly support us at the new level, because everybody can't go to the level you're going to.
Oh yeah.
They can't. True. They want to, some of them, they're just not ready. And if you try to drag them up with you, then now you're responsible for keeping them there.
Oh yeah.
So while you're trying to work on doing things that generate income, you having to hang out with negative Nancy because she's not even supposed to be where you are.
See,
you brought her up here.
No.
Yeah.
Finance.
Right. Finance. Yeah. I got money to make. I got things to do.
Yeah.
And that is where you have to be even more intentional as an entrepreneur on protecting your energy, protecting your space.